Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace. I received a package in the mail today. All I will say so far is that it came from the UK. I also have some DVDs that I picked up. But first, the package. Been waiting on this one. Although not too long. It wasn't that long ago that I ordered it. But I have been anxiously awaiting its arrival. I've talked about this DVD set before. This is called Video Nasties, the Definitive Guide. This is a 3-disc set which covers the films that were banned in the UK in 1984 with the passing of the 1984 Video Recordings Act. I only have, I don't know, 6 or 7 of the films that were banned so far in my collection. Picked up one recently on Laserdisc, which I showed, which is I Spit on Your Grave. And believe it or not, that film was only released on Laserdisc in the US, and it was released, I believe, 4 times. Anyway, as I mentioned, it's a 3-disc set, which includes a documentary and video logo openings for all the video labels that released these. Many of them are no longer in business. In case you were wondering where the 3rd disc was, it was hiding. The Art of the Nasty. I guess you can order said art. Ooh, look. Some mini poster cards here. It's really snazzy. They're all postcards, but I'm not going to mail them to anybody. The aforementioned I Spit on Your Grave. I believe the original video title of that was, believe it or not, Woman Power. She is violently raped in the film several times, and then she goes and brutally murders everyone who had raped her. Haven't seen the film, but I have heard about it. Damaged Brain. And Zombie Flesh Eaters. Now, the ironic thing about these films is that of all the films that were banned by that act, only one was a British film. The rest were either American or Italian. Now, as I mentioned in a previous video when I ordered this, I think what I did was I sent out the trailer for this, which I'll link to down there. But I mentioned that the first 5,000 copies of this are numbered. Now, according to the invoice that they sent me via email, it looked like I was going to be getting copy 149. Not so lucky, but number 3589. This is a PAL standard release, but region encoded for region all, or region 0. So as long as you have a way to play PAL standard DVDs, you'll be able to play this just fine. And as I showed in one of my videos, I had bought a Pioneer brand DVD player from the UK which I thought was kind of weird. Japanese brand, Pioneer, made in China. I bought it from a company in England, and I'm here in the U.S. Kind of weird. Okay, now for the DVDs that I picked up. I already watched this one, Blazing Saddles. I've had this on VHS tape, and I still have it on Laserdisc, but all the copies I've ever owned of this movie have been pan and scan, cropped messes. This is not only immaculate transfer, it is in widescreen, and that's important for this film because this is only one of two films that was directed by Mel Brooks that was actually filmed in a real anamorphic widescreen process, the other being History of the World Part 1. So cropping this film hurt more than cropping most of the other films that he directed. Now there are quite a few extras here. Running commentary, Mel Brooks, a documentary called Back in the Saddle, an excerpt from a profile done on the Lifetime channel, and let's see, additional scenes, theatrical trailer. It's available in English and Spanish languages, and also adds those languages as subtitles or French. Now, it also includes as an extra the 1975 pilot for a proposed series called Black Bart, which was one of the early titles for the film before it was actually made even, Black Bart. And that was produced by CBS, and that's included as one of the extras. Now, I'd already read this elsewhere, but one of the things that Mel Brooks mentions, either in the commentary or one of the documentaries, I can't remember which, but he mentions that he had shown a copy of the script to John Wayne and offered him a part in the film. Wayne thought the film was hilarious, but he couldn't make a film that was quite that dirty. But he did think the film was funny, and he would be first in line to buy a ticket. Anyway, it's kind of interesting to know that and to watch the film and kind of figure out, well, which character was Mel Brooks going to have John Wayne play. And I think I know which one it is, and it's in the scene of the musical number, The French Mistake, which was a film within a film, musical within the film Blazing Saddles, and the film within the film was being directed by Dom DeLuise. And there's a scene in there where one of the gay guys is beating his fists on this John Wayne tie, and you brute, you brute, you brute. I'm thinking that was the part that he was offering John Wayne, the brute part. Speaking of which, Chisholm. This includes commentary by director Andrew V. McLaughlin, who directed several pictures with John Wayne. And it has a vintage featurette called John Wayne and Chisholm. This is actually based on actual events, and it has the theatrical trailer. Languages are English and French, and the subtitles English, French, Spanish, and Japanese. Now, as far as languages go, here in North America, the two most frequent extra languages that we get are French and Spanish. French because we border Canada, and Spanish because we border Mexico. Hondo, another John Wayne film. This is a full-screen transfer, but it's a film from the early 50s, so I'm not even sure if it was filmed in widescreen. A lot of extras, though. This is release 3 in the Dragon Dynasty release series from the Weinstein Company. This is The Protector. I can't remember how many of these films I have now, but I have something like 10 or so. Robots. Getting back to Mel Brooks, he does one of the voices in Robots, along with Robin Williams, who also does a voice. This has a lot of extras, including a Xbox game, a multiplayer racing game for the Xbox, the original Xbox. And finally, Space Chimps from Primates that brought you Shrek. Not too many features on this one. Fox Movie Channel presents casting session and still gallery and TV spots, and that's it. Languages are English, Spanish, and French, and subtitles available are English, Spanish, and that's it. It offers both the widescreen version and the full screen version. And I think that'll cover it. Until next time, stay awesome.